around Trey Songz while Trey Songz had all these allegations and they had nothing to say because these niggas was scared of getting the eye jammy. That's a fact. I don't want to hear these niggas now come out trying to call Trey Songz some shit that, you know what I mean? Obviously, we don't know if it's true. Hey, y'all was hanging around a nigga when y'all heard mad rumors before. Now because he stole your chick, now he's a R word. Like, come on, bro. I'm not believing it, bro. Again, I'm not saying it can't be true. I'm just saying that we got to start having these, you know, the nigga when y'all good heard faith, mad rumors like conversations before. Where we're not now because he stole your chick. Now he's a R word. Like, come on, bro. I'm not believing it, bro. Again, I'm not saying it can't be true. I'm just saying that we
She belonged to the Skreetz. Where is that at? She belonged to the Skreetz. Okay, I got it. She belongs to the Skreetz. 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 All right. She belonged to the Skreetz. What am I looking? I know what I'm looking for. Uh-oh, what? Hmm. Oh, you that? Uh-oh, that come. Oh, I think I might have died. You pull the plug out, dude. It's dead. Yeah, we gotta charge it. So let me try. Don't touch that. All right. Okay, wait. What? What you want? What? Cat Lippy. Cat Lippy, go. You got Lippy. Go. Had to stall him out, Debo. All right. Oh yeah. So now I know what I'm looking for now. Hold on. All right. Let's see if I can find it. Matter of fact, while I'm looking for it, let me play this in the background.
I didn't know what I was doing. I was just
You ain't that you doing? Let me guess. You were too young. 40 years old to my you too young. All right. Hold on.
On the couch with me.
On April 5th, 2018.
Everything from Walmart.
Okay. So just to be clear, the stuff that was in that sippy cup, you did put in or you did not?
I did not.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any idea? Well, I'm just gonna be blunt to you. Your child died from fentanyl poisoning.
Fentanyl poisoning for child.
So why did CYF tell me hypoxic cardiac arrest?
There weren't lab results then. So I'm gonna explain this to you, okay?
So hold on.
And that
So her response is, but what about cardiac? She's not crying. Black woman. Because we act like this just white folks be going through this. And for so long, we act like this was a white person thing, black people are immune to it. All right. But let me tell you, because we had this conversation here before, and somebody, I don't want to call the name, but somebody said, yeah, but the school shooter moms and they be complicit in all this. Well, guess what? Mom of Oxford school shooter on trial. Mom. She was being cross-examined. Hilarious. Oh my God, this was beautiful. I wonder if the state got to her yet.
Did you have an interest in like home improvement kind of stuff?
yeah.
This is early. 8 hours. I do this. I think I some goddamn informed me everything. Hey, peace from my view. I do this 8 hours. That's me. Yeah, I went back and watched somebody else. Somebody else had a live, like damn the 8 hours. I went back and watched the whole damn thing. I mean, I don't watch it straight, but I watch it. I'm saying I do this. This is why I be so in tune with everything going on. Not everything, but a lot of things going on in, current events. I ain't gonna say everything, but current events, like current things, current topics people talk about. Because I really be doing that. All right. So anyway, you see how earlier, I don't know if y'all was around, but the guy who I educated on the virgin birth, he asked about the meat, and I was able to go on that. And you guys ain't never hear me go into the meat before, ever, 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 ever. So it'll appear that I couldn't. And look, he brought it up off top, caught me slipping. And I was able to tackle it like I was teaching that yesterday. This is what apologize, Quan, indigenous, disingenuous black men. They can't do this. These are guys who are just reading pieces of stuff and they try to memorize it, some polite stuff. Nah, when you know something, when you actually learn something, you don't got to rely on memory because it's learned. Okay, when you ain't learning, you got to rely on memory. Peace, love, joy. When you actually learn something, think about the things you guys love. Like Lovejoy got a skill. She be sewing and stuff. Like when you learned that stuff, that's not memory. That's a skill. So when you learned it, you ain't gotta be trying to remember what to do next. It's already there. I learned this. Like education, trade school, that type of thing. All that stuff, nursing, whatever it is. You learned it. You ain't gotta worry about trying to remember it. It's already there. When you gotta start trying to remember something, you're in trouble. Okay. So this was a mom who detectives obviously thought was complicit and neglect and showed signs of neglection. They felt like she could have stopped her son from shooting the school up. Obvious signs they felt like was going on in the house, text between the mom and son and different things. And they felt like she just turned a blind eye to it or had one eye open. Maybe wanted it to happen. All right, so hold on. I wanted the state got to her. I don't think the state got to her. Look, this was one day ago, and I was hoping like hell that the state got to her today so I could watch it.
So we talked a little bit about that. We confirmed it. We decided we agreed it was hard on him. He told us that he didn't feel my son was a risk, and actually gave him the option if he wanted to stay at school or go home.
Okay, so that part I watched. So I watched it to that part. So that's 6 hours. So I watched 6 hours of it. At one point, I got because they kept doing these breaks. Look at the breaks. The breaks be making the kid look break. So when it'll be like no sound. So that was 6 hours 20 seconds. See, look, be no sound. They're like just you forget it's on. Okay, so they took a break, and this is where I lost track what was going on. Okay, but let me tell you this. Black society definitely got a black eye for this right here. Okay, so it's not that she was sleeping with the guy Nathan Wade. That's not the bad part altogether. But it was also she's rumored to sleep around with some gang members. I think some affiliated with YSL or so. I think it's rumored that she sleep around with gang members on top of Kylie's. So the guy Nathan Wade. Let me just play it. So she was also the woman who wanted to indict Trump on like the voter fraud, whatever. Check this out. A piece from my view, Timmy Turner. Check this out. And Captain might be pulling up tonight. We'll see. Maybe 10 o'clock, 11, something late. You know what I mean? So if you have some questions for him, I can ask, or y'all can click the link or call the phone number and ask him yourself. Okay, so Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis admitted in the affidavit to having a personal relationship with lead prosecutor Nathan Wade. Now that's a conflict of interest right there. but said it shouldn't warrant tossing out the charges against former President Donald Trump and his co-defendant. Although District Attorney Willis and Special Prosecutor Wade have been professional associates and friends since 2019, there was no personal relationship between them in November 2021. Speculation. At the time of Special Prosecutor Wade's appointment, speculation. Just want to rescue. That's a accused. It's a rescue. So Willis reportedly doesn't have any plans to recuse herself from the case, which I don't think she should leave either. I like her. However, though a legal expert told the Post that while she wouldn't legally be required to step down, she and Wade both should do so because it's a black eye on her office. Judge Scott Mackey ordered Willis' office to respond in writing by Friday, and a hearing is set by February 15th for oral arguments on the matter. Black guy for black society is a black guy for black women, definitely. That's the last thing you need, somebody at her stature being for the Skreetz. All right, hold on.
Trying to call somebody some wild shit just because you don't like them.
Anything about what we text you, put the message on there, bro. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You can never come around me. Fuck you, nigga. Look, I ain't even gonna cap. I want the world to know this bitch ass nigga Trey Songz.
Did Trey Songz even post anything?
Yeah, this is a shame. So now this is a black eye on black men. This is a shame that like the hatred at some point with black men on black men was like sincere. Like, yo, people just sincerely just hate you. Like, I hate you. It's probably for a reason. Now, the reason is fueled by clout chasing. The smallest disagreement could turn to a life-threatening, the smallest argument that would normally just be like forgotten about because of the world of clout chasing, the smallest argument can lead to a life-threatening lie. This guy, dude be corny, man. All right. So this is the woman.
That sippy cup was fentanyl.
So he said, in that sippy cup for your daughter was fentanyl.
In that sippy cup was fentanyl. In her blood was fentanyl. We just got these results back. It's the same type of fentanyl that people are overdosing every day in Pittsburgh and dying from. Same exact type. Okay. So I need to know how the fentanyl got in the sippy cup.
That's everybody question next. When we heard, hey, fentanyl's found in your daughter's sippy cup, all of our next question is how to get there.
Because right now it's not an accident. Okay.
It's not an accident how that fentanyl got in your daughter's sippy cup. So you better start talking.
Mm-hmm.
No crying. Yo.
All right, so scientifically.
So I'm gonna start thinking those curses are real that those one West Israelites be talking about. Because look how this just switched. Like at one point, this was like a white person's thing, you know, killing their kids. I'm coughing, not laughing. Killing their kids. No remorse, no expression, just like, whatever. And I got more videos. I got, look, you see say Detective Swazi right here? All these videos. Damn near half of them, people killing their own kids, men, women, killing their own kids. Matter of fact, I think this Detective Swazi, I think all of these are black cases.
It's impossible for your daughter to put fentanyl in a sippy cup. Okay. Physically, it's impossible for her to do. Scientifically, that's another story. But right now, that's how she died.
Again, she shows no real concern over the death of her daughter.
At
The
all.
detective points out that there is no way this is an accident. While it is true that it is possible for a child to ingest something like this that they found around the house if a family member is using drugs, placing it in the sippy cup is a very deliberate act.
It wasn't a heart attack. It wasn't any other reason other than she.
Yo, this deadbeat dog believed that her kid had a heart attack. Like a little girl, like, yo, people barely believe Michael Jackson had a heart attack. Like, yeah, he's like 50 years old. You think a 1-year-old had a heart attack? Like, you really, the mom was like, really? Like the mom, the reason why she was sold on that, because the mom didn't want the news to break out that she died from fentanyl. So when she heard heart attack, she's like, whoa, it worked. Yes, Lord. When I read online how to kill it, how to, let me use different words. How I read online how to take care of your own child, it worked. And get away with it, it worked. Woo! I'm gonna try that again in the future. Heart attack. She thought that was gonna go down like that. Okay. Newsflash.
She overdosed on fentanyl, which is the same fentanyl that people in the streets are dying on every single day. How'd the fentanyl get in the sippy cup, Janae?
Just straight fentanyl.
Yeah.
Just straight fentanyl, not the cocaine that I put in there and the other Xanax pills, just the fentanyl.
So what is it, like a liquid?
I'm not a scientist. It comes in a liquid form. It comes in a powder form. I'm not exactly sure, but what I am sure of.
Man, we should be asking you how the fentanyl get, like what type of form it took. Liquid, powder, osmosis, you dig? Come on. Oh, he is sleepy. All right. You just faked that cry. You just faked that cry just now. I watched you. I watched you. Milk, you need milk? Look how quiet he got. I said milk. I get your milk. Look at, I tell you, fake that cry. I say milk, he got quiet. Milk, 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 milk. Milk, milk, milk. Milk. Huh? Milk, hold your cup. Hold here. Let me take some more of this.
Is that fentanyl was put in a sippy cup and there was liquid mixed into it and it was given to Charlotte and that's how she died. So I need to know how that got in there.
I have no knowledge to how fentanyl got in my daughter's sippy cup.
Pratt keeps her arms crossed, a sign of defensive-ness and concealment. There is a limit of 2 people who could have poisoned her daughter and only 3 scenarios. 1, her boyfriend did it and she is protecting him. Or the second scenario, she killed her daughter and is framing her boyfriend. And the final possibility is that they were in on this together. In any of these alternatives, it is virtually impossible that she has no knowledge, or at the very least, some suspicion about what happened.
Because you realize right now this investigation is taking a whole different turn.
Yeah, clearly.
And when someone gives someone something.
I think I think they got it. I think she was coming there believing they was going to talk about the heart attack, the heart attack. And they said, hey, man, it was fentanyl. They caught her off guard. You see, she's not in handcuffs. So they came down and questioned about the heart attack that she first heard. So she had her arms down, and she literally got her arms crossed now.
And they die from it, it's a homicide. She was poisoned intentionally.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I've been making complaints to.
He got his bottle. Oh my, yeah, that was the most. He knows how to get his milk. Like, so I don't know why he ain't going to the refrigerator and grab. He can carry He's 2 years old. He can carry a whole gallon of milk. Open the refrigerator, go grab it. So I'm like confused. Like, why you just get it? Milk. Huh? Yeah, got quiet.
My rent office because I've been smelling a funny smell in my house.
So this, I want to say this. This is why I believe, no, neither, scratch it. This is why parents of all races should be prepping their young daughters, young sons, especially daughters, because they decide whether they're going to be a mother or not the guy. Prepping them for, like, listen, like mentally, psychologically prepping them, because trust me, man, the things that kids do, it's hard for a grown ass adult to cope with. That's one kid. Y'all not explaining this to y'all children, and y'all letting them get older in their teens and early 20s having a kid, and that kid is driving them crazy. And all these black parents I've been playing, it's one bad decision. Like, some of them aren't. She might be the crazy parent, but some of the other parents were not thinking about hurting their kids. Like, they just had enough of the noise or whatever, and just snapped for a brief second. And that butt whooping that they caused, they blacked out too. When it came out that blackout, kid dead. You know, the last blackout they came out of, the kid was alive. This time, kid dead. Just like that. Okay. Yeah, but that's not being communicated at all in black community. Like, yo, listen, you might want to wear protection or Plan B or all these other, the abortion, all these other things you might want to consider. You forget the baby should be the last thought, because listen, it should prepare them mentally, psychologically. Listen, it's a lot. Like, they should be forced to like babysit somebody, like a little relative, whatever, babysitting. Like, they should take babysitting jobs. Like, for the girls who are the guys who are active, especially the girls. The girls most likely gonna live with the kid. They should be taking babysitter jobs, right, to see how it gets crazy.
Several times returning back to my house.
This is since you've moved, or
No, this is living in apartment number 5.
this is where you used to live?
Yes.
Okay.
So for y'all that don't know, I had a debate earlier, and the guy became, a member of Unbiased Sports. It started off as a debate, and it ended with membership to Unbiased Sports.
Well, that still wouldn't explain how it got in the sippy cup.
Well, I'm just as clueless as you are. So are you implicating that I put fentanyl in my child's sippy cup?
No, but based on this timeline, I mean, there's only 2 people that could have put fentanyl in the sippy cup, based on what you just told me about 10 minutes ago, and based on the whole timeline of that day. I need to know how it got in there, because this investigation is not going away.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I returned to my house from being picked up.
Yeah, this
from
detective
school,
isn't that good.
and I did nothing out of the usual.
Okay.
We took our stuff off, and she ran around and played, and I'm waiting for my social worker to come.
Social worker? Why you got a social worker? Why you got a social worker?
Do you get fentanyl delivered from China?
I don't know anything about fentanyl.
Okay. Did you ever put anything in her sippy cup other than Huggy
No.
juice.
She's drank water. She's drank milk. She's drank Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. I knew this. Now we're talking about a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old, whatever. Anything under 7. Kool-Aid, this is the ninja. This is the ninja sheesh that I be talking about. I'm trying to narrow down my profanity. Okay, this is the ninja sheesh that I've been talking about. Kool-Aid. I mean, like, what pediatric nurse, what doctor, what nutritionist, dietitian will advocate you give your infant or toddler Kool-Aid? But look how big and sloppy she is. So, you know,
Liquids.
But have you ever put anything in there?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Other than,
I mean, because some parents will give their kids a little bit of, Benadryl or something like that. So like,
no, that doesn't go in a sippy cup because it's supposed to be measured out, and Benadryl's not supposed to be drank. Tylenol's not supposed to be drank over specific amount of hours. It's supposed to be 1 dose, and that's it.
right, I agree with you. But parents.
I'm not one of those people
Okay.
or parents.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
She is growing more agitated, but seems to be more upset about being accused than
Right.
finding out what happened
right,
to her
that's
daughter.
wild.
Obviously, any innocent person would protest at being accused of something like this, but it's almost impossible to imagine that a parent wouldn't be desperately trying to figure out what had happened, or if there was any way that someone else could have had access to the cup.
And
Yeah, listen, man, this is obvious. This is obvious. Any innocent person will be automatically blaming the other person. Wait, who else you said could be involved if it ain't me? Like, man, they could say Jesus. You're like, yo, he did it. When you know it ain't you, when you know 100% it ain't you, and that detective says, well, there's one other person, you like, well, whoever that is, they did it. Okay, damn sure wasn't me. It could be Buddha, Allah, it could be your favorite dog, whoever else it could be possible that could have done it is that person. If it's only me, that person, 100% is the other person. Cause damn sure ain't me. Like that should have been a response. But you telling me my boyfriend was the other person? Then it was him. Look, get him in here, question him. I got questions for him too, because I know it wasn't me. And you trying to tell me it's only 1 or 2 of us? It's definitely him. Then you got your man. Go get him. Cause I assure you that wasn't me. You dig? I love my blah 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 blah. Definitely his ass, his self. Stop the curse.
wouldn't be the first time, okay? I'm just asking. But we have a problem right now. Is that safe to say that there's a problem? I mean, I have to figure out how this got in there because your baby can't tell me. Is there a reason someone would want to do that? Is there a reason why fentanyl would be in a sippy cup?
No, there's not. And no, there's not a reason anybody would want to.
Wow.
The amount of fentanyl that was in her system was extremely high.
What?
Okay. It was very high. And that's essentially when she drank the sippy cup. Whenever she picked that sippy cup off the bed, it was absorbed very quickly. And once she swallowed it, she didn't have much time to survive.
That's not possible because I didn't physically see her with her sippy cup, and we were at home. I was with her. I can't tell you the exact time frame, but when I got home,
I see her picture, yo, she looked so familiar, and even her voice, yo, she was on something else. Hell's Kitchen. Oh my God, yo, if I connected that, I'm the best ever. I got to find out her name. If I connected her to Hell's Kitchen, I'm the best. Okay, Janaea Pratt. All right, let's see. When you see her mugshot, oh my God, she looks just like this other one from Hell's Kitchen. Let me see. Hell's Kitchen. Might be season 2 or 3. I'm not sure what season, but it's the early seasons. She might be in here, but I believe she's 1 through 3, episodes 1 through 3. Yo, wait till she got a picture. Oh shit. Okay, is she in here? So she's not in there. So that means that she's either in season 1 or 3 now. She's not in that picture. So let me make an open link for this. Yo, she looks so familiar. I'm like, where did I see that face before? And it was definitely, or it's Hell's Kitchen, but I don't know if that's actually her. I'm gonna find out. All right. Let me go back. All right, so let me just see here.
Get on your sections. Let's get set up, guys, yeah? Let's go.
God damn it. All right. So I want to see, we're season 1 or 3. Okay, we got 3 right here. Where's 1? Right, here go. This is, okay, we got Dewberry. All right, so it's just season 1. More. All right, season 1, season 3. Okay, let's see.
Previously on.
All right. Come on. All these tabs, my computer going slow.
And now, the continuation.
Wait. So what season was that? Oh, that's season, okay. See, damn. It gotta be 3. Oh, why is it so far? It's episode 9. It's gonna help me out. I need like episode 2. 1. I gotta find out if she's from Hell Kitchen, man. I'm sorry, I gotta find out. So it won't be that. Okay. Serve raw. All right. Okay, so we got 4. We got 5. It's one of these, but I'm gonna think it gotta be 3. So as long as it's not like too far, it gotta be like no later. Okay, see. This is even music is different. The new music is fire. What's that? Is that song? All right. Let me subscribe. I gotta find out.
We check our own individual sections at every.
I gotta find out she's this sister. Cause she looked, wait till you see this woman's picture. She gonna look just like this woman. And yeah, I watched this like so many years ago. This was like, ask me how long this was ago. Like, come on. But I know she's on the red team. I just don't know what season. You know what? I'm going to cheat. Wait, before I cheat. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. Let's see. Oh, this is episode 4, not season. Okay. Hell's Kitchen season They might show the pictures. Okay. So we know it's not season 1. Yo, this is important. Because if that's her, that's crazy. This is season 2. You know what? Okay, here. Let me turn this down for you. I got you. You give me a strike. You dancing? Go, dance, 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 go. Yay, 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 yay. Come, sit. Oh, sorry. This is Plin Plin. This the watcher would recommend this one. Turn it down a little bit. You wanted to be there? Okay. You trying to make room on the table? There, sit. Sit. All right. I gotta. I'm sorry. I gotta know. Tell me, baby girl, because I. All right. So okay, this is Hell's. So we can eliminate Hell's Kitchen 2. This definitely not that. All right. So let me go. I'm thinking like it gotta be like 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's definitely not this one. Season 1. This can't be season 1. I don't remember these faces. Okay. All right. Let's go. Hell's Kitchen season 2. Uh-oh. Yeah, come on. What are you doing? Okay, Momo. All right. Ah, my God, I just waited to see the pictures. Why is it taking me? Yeah. Okay, all right, it's not that one. Okay, I remember this one. Yeah. You gotta stop. You gotta leave it. You keep doing that. Leave it. All right. Hell's Kitchen 3. No, wait a minute. They just said this was. She was kind of light a little bit. So it ain't 4. Contestants right here. No. Okay. All right. I should did cast. I should have did cast. Damn. Seen the later ones? Kind of light, so I don't want to mistake her for being white and say no, it's not her. Wow. I watched a whole bunch of these, so I don't think it's this late. I don't think it's this late. I think I missed it. I, I don't. So I got the suspect name in the interrogation room. I don't know the sister name I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't believe it was that late. Uh, it was an early Hell's Kitchen. Oh, okay. It's her right here. All right. I know I skipped her. I'm about to say I don't remember her being in that late. It was this one right here. Damn, right here. Julia Williams. Okay, so she now this now you know they all dialed up here. But when you go to the actual show, let me go to the show now. So now I know which episode it is. I'm gonna go to the show. So when you see her and see the woman's mugshot, so it was 2. I knew it was an early episode. Okay, so all right, Hell's Kitchen. Hey, what episode was it again? 2? I straight lost. I forgot that fast. Season 2, episode 1. Okay. And the yo white guy. Yeah, he was funny. he he was funny though. Damn, what are they gonna show her? This is season 2, right? Wasn't it season 2? I just pulled it up. Back in line. Yeah, I used to love Hell's Kitchen, yeah. Yeah, I don't see her. Yo, which one I just Googled? He put the food in his hand. I don't see her. The thing about Hell's Kitchen, don't go in there being too cocky. Because he's definitely gonna discriminate and pick on you. Yeah, he be having, yeah, it'd be so funny. He'll have you try somebody else's fish. I mean, somebody else's dinner. And like you can't say their food is good because that's your competitor. You want to say it's terrible. So, but some of them will say it's good. Yeah, I'll be lying like hell. Like it'll taste like cat food, to be honest. But that was so hilarious. When he'll have you try somebody else's food out and say, "How is it?" And they'd be lying like, "Yo, it's horrible." All right. So let me get back to interrogation. Okay, so I just Googled her and she came up. And now I'm at season 2. She ain't there. What the hell? Look, it says Hell's Kitchen. Oh, was it All Stars? Oh, I messed that up. All right, hold on. Hell's Kitchen All Stars 2. You All Stars 2. Hell's Kitchen All Stars. I know you did All Stars. All Stars. All right, I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. I quit. 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 God damn. This guy. I give up. Okay, so I didn't watch up to this point.
Actually, I joined it, a black SUV, and that was my fastest way to get to the school.
Okay, so you actually were a part of that with all the law enforcement
So this is her lawyer doing an easy cross-examination on her.
all headed up
Yep, I just kind of jumped
I
in.
want the
What
street.
is that, Lapeer Road?
It started on 75. I work at Square Lake and Telegraph, so I got 75 from Square Lake there. And it was well before the M24 exit. I would say about a quarter of a mile. It was tractors backed up.
Oh,
Okay. Now,
oh,
you sent
oh, yeah, it's uploaded 5 hours ago. So the state got at her? All right, hold on. Let me go back to that mom first. I know I got ADD. I'm all over the place. Let's go back to that mom first. No. I got a couple more things first. Let's finish with this.
I went to the welfare office a little bit as soon as I left school. There's no possible way.
Yeah, listen to her voice and watch you see her face.
Although Pratt
She sounds just like the lady from Hell's Kitchen, man. Yeah, if I'm right about this, I got the best memory ever, man. All right. Final suspect in Hell's Kitchen, drug and robbery. Ain't no way. No way. Final suspect in Hell's Kitchen. No. Okay, this is something else. Nah, yeah, this is something else. Wait. Okay. No, this is something else. I'm about to say. This is something else. This ain't her. What you want? What we doing? What we doing? Sleepy? Okay. Let me get in the bed with him while I go by. Wait, go get it. What you want? You had food. You ain't want it. You want Nana? Okay, wait. You want Nana? Come. You want Nana? Come. What happened to Rachel at the Hell's Kitchen? So somebody took their own life at the Hell's Kitchen. Damn. Sheesh. Yeah, come. Sit down. All right. So
protests that there is no way this could have happened the way he says. She offers no other possible alternative, and there is no evidence it could have happened any other way. The detective is visibly struggling to keep his emotions in check. Understandably so, because handling the case of a child's death like this,
he wants to eat his banana with a fork. Okay, fine.
Is enough to break anyone down.
The sippy cup I showed you that picture of, that's the sippy cup that had it in it.
This is wild. No emotions, nothing. It's a sick dog. But it's y'all fault. Yeah. On this old populate the world, be fruitful and multiply. Nah, people just ain't ready mentally. And when they say, no, I had an abortion, you guys act like they...
I'm going to step out for a little bit. Let you think about this.
There's nothing to think about.
Okay, well, I need to step out anyway. All right. But that's why I brought you here, was to tell you exactly what happened and what we found. And I mean, it wasn't really me, but it was, scientists and, people at the lab that discovered all this, medical examiners, doctors.
Okay, so am I under arrest?
Hey, she thought it's a baby, it's fentanyl. There's no way that they're going to test for fentanyl in a baby's bottles. No way. That's what she was thinking.
No.
Are there any more questions?
I just want to know how it got in there. That's the big question.
I don't know how it got in there. This is news to me like it's news to you.
If you had to guess how it got in there, is there any way, any guess you could have?
A manufacturing issue with the happy drinks?
Yeah. This chick said the way they manufactured the sippy cup, fentanyl mistakenly was laced in it. That's how, ma'am, was that your daughter first time drinking from it? Even I know that. Like, wait, if that's the case, she would have been sick of fentanyl her first time drinking from it. Why would it?
So you think it could have been the Huggy?
Yes, and as a matter of fact, I took a sip of those Huggies and I actually...
So she's going to go with that. She's going to go with the Huggy conspiracy. It can't be her. It's not her boyfriend. It's the Huggy conspiracy. Okay.
It didn't really have...
He sounds like a disingenuous black man with this one.
A pleasing taste to it.
We tested the Huggies.
Mm.
No fentanyl.
So what are you implying?
She has underestimated them because they have already tested the drink. This is done in the case of any poison. Any known ingested food or beverage, as well as anything open in cases when it isn't known where the person consumed, is tested for any trace of poison. This helps determine if the poisoning was deliberate or if there needs to be an immediate product recall for public safety.
Right.
I'm asking. I'm just asking straight up how it got in there.
And I'm telling you straight up, I have no clue how it got in.
No clue. Is this something your boyfriend would have done?
He has kids of his own. Why would he hurt my child?
Oh, well, there's. Did anyone else have access to the apartment?
Maintenance people, the people who run the place.
So other than the maintenance people and people that run the place, the only person that has access to it is you and Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Was any maintenance people in there recently?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know? Was anyone in your house that uses heroin?
I wouldn't know what people's personal drugs they use.
But to your knowledge.
So
no.
Okay.
Do you have any people in your house that use heroin?
Now, this, I'm trying not to use profanity. This dog said that she wouldn't know somebody's personal usage. He just asked you, you filthy dog. Does anybody use heroin? You dog. You will definitely know a heroin addict. You filthy dog. You would definitely know that person from anybody else. That drug, you will definitely know. Okay, yeah. You would definitely point that person out. It's you.
No.
Do you use heroin?
No.
Does your boyfriend use heroin?
No.
So just magically.
Other than smoking weed, do you do any other drugs?
So it's just, so you go into manufacturing conspiracy theory.
No.
This filthy dog. She got a straight face.
All right. Well, it's my job to find out how this got in there. Okay, at this point.
And you're not doing a good job, bro. Like you should, like you are lost for words. This ain't what this. Yeah, this police department is desperate. If he's the detective for this interrogation stuff, either this is not what he does, and they just needed. They were short-handed, and they got her. But I hope he wasn't like really hired for this or designated to do this, because he's horrible. He's at loss for words. It's like a staring match. Nobody's saying anything.
Point. Like, right, this isn't going to go away. This investigation is not going away until I find out.
Yeah, but the conversation is, because y'all ain't talking.
Okay.
When you find out, you let me know.
I definitely will. I
Any
definitely
further
will.
questions?
Yeah, bro, you did bad.
I mean, you already told me she was acting fine. She wasn't sick. You guys got home, you take a nap, you fall asleep together on the couch. Social or the Urban League lady comes, you take her into her bedroom. She falls asleep in there, Urban Lady leaves.
She was asleep before I put her
Oh, she
in
was
the
still
bed.
asleep. She stayed asleep.
So she was
Urban
there while
Lady
the Urban
left.
League was there.
And you went to check on her, and that's when you found she was unresponsive.
Convenient.
And there was the pink sippy cup on her bed. And you called 911. Police showed up first, and then the medics. Correct?
I don't know who showed up first, honestly.
Okay.
Bro, now you want to be honest? This is the dog right here. They go to staring match.
I really want to know why your baby had that large amount of fentanyl in her.
I would too.
I mean, she was enough to kill a very large animal.
There's no way my daughter could have got into any type of fentanyl.
I agree with you. I agree. I think someone, just like a bartender, mixes up a drink, put it in that sippy cup. It's the only possible way it could have got in there.
Is there any more questions, officer?
Uh-oh.
Detective?
Do you agree with me?
I'm not agreeing because who would do that to a child?
You?
That's I
There's
a
no
really
possible way any of
messed
that
up
could have
person. Really messed up person would do that.
been. There's no possible way.
Well, got in there somehow. And the amount of fentanyl she had could have killed probably 2 horses.
With a dose this high, there is no way the toddler had any chance of survival. Pratt cagely makes sure not to agree that it had to be deliberate because she knows that doing so could possibly be taken as an admission of guilt.
That was in her system. Okay.
Any more questions?
Damn, she just want to go.
Am I under arrest?
No.
Can I go?
Sure.
She got away. She is annoyed. Look how wide this. God.
Pratt presses the detective to see if she is under arrest, and when she is told she is free to go, she immediately
I'm telling you that. Wait to see the mugshot. Like the Hell's Kitchen lady.
still showing no concern for her daughter.
Zero concern.
On June 4th, 2019, even though the jury had the option to choose first-degree murder, Pratt was convicted of involuntary manslaughter and will only face a maximum of 10 years for the death of her daughter.
That's crazy.
Based on the evidence, it is difficult to see how they came to that decision. It is even more difficult to contemplate that such a light sentencing might not deter her from similar crimes once she is released.
Oh nah, yeah, she doing that again. She killed her. She got locked up for killing her. God, that's crazy. Killing her own daughter. Speaking of, that's crazy. Listen to this. So, viewer discretion advised. We're gonna see some graphic images, video of a bunch of piece of sheesh ninjas who were convicted of killing FBG Duck, gangster rapper from Chicago. Okay. Look how happy. Definitely for the Skreetz, exactly. Yeah, look how happy these young piece of shit. I'm trying not to curse. Look how happy these young piece of sheesh boys were to just go kill somebody and brought like the listen, we were complaining about the old pictures. We'll see white folks lynching black folks, smiling. We be like, look at these people. We said they were animals. They're smiling. Now you got black folks smiling, killing the same people that the white people were smiling, killing. Do we have the same anger and smoke for black people, or Black lives don't matter except for when white folks harm us. So now you got black folks smiling and going viral, killing other black people. Look, the target is the same. The target never changed. It ain't like black folks doing this to white folks. The target is the same. The target is black folks. You just got a different color of people doing it, a different race of people doing it. You got black folks doing it. And it's okay now. You can hang a black man if you're black, but you cannot do it if you're white. It's a crime. If you're white, it's a crime.
Block 5, man, they'll be spending the rest of their days in jail. Yo, shout out to the O Block 5, man. They'll be spending the rest of their days in jail. You know, at least they put in some good work, deserving it. Okay, have y'all seen the footage? O Block footage. You just gotta go.
Viewer
to
discretion advised. Please be advised. Graphic content by nature.
The case has concluded. So once the case concludes, they let out the whole surveillance footage of the FBG duck hit, and this is what you're gonna see. Hit, and this is
the following content may contain graphic or violent images. Viewer discretion advised. If you continue to watch this live, you understand and you wish to proceed.
This is what you're gonna see. All right, come on now.
I said it one.
All right, my nigga. Okay, here we go.
All right, bet. Now, basically,
Jesus Christ, man, does everybody got a little commentary? I see my boy. I ain't gonna trip on you though. FBG duck surveillance camera. Let me look at this week. And I think this is the full footage right here. So I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Clear footage has never been captured in the history of time. You know what I mean? Like, to keep it real, I don't even know why these things even took this to trial. So anyway, here's the thing. This is all the footage that was used as evidence to convict the O Block members of murder in FBG Duck. Apparently this is O Block. Okay. There's a timestamp up here. I'm going to make sure you can see it a little bit. So this is 1:44 p.m., right? You see a car, like, you know what I mean, parking over here. You think it's over here. Look like people are chilling, right? You got somebody walking out over here. Someone about to meet him here, right? Or is dap it up with him, right? You see some other people here. Okay. Don't really see what else is going on yet. Now, granted, we got to watch the timestamps. So now the timestamp moved to 2:18. Here we go. God damn, it's like a block party up in O Block, ain't it?
Bunch of non-working deadbeat.
Couple more cars pulled up.
Non-working
Negroes outside.
criminals. They're all involved in relationships. If you're a single black man and you want a girl, stop working. Live in your grandma's basement, and I guarantee you'll be involved.
Damn, where the grill at? Where the barbecue at? Them barbecue in O Block? What's the problem? Damn, when 6ix9ine showed up, 6ix9ine was making sure it wasn't like this. Okay. Now, we're at 2:20. Here we go. 2:28. We see this car pulling out, right? I bet. Don't look like much is happening yet. And then we see at 3:41, I hope you can see it. 3:41, we see that car pulling back in. Y'all see it? Y'all see it over here, chat? The car right here is pull it back in. Okay. Now it's going to connect a lot of dots. Now there's no audio. I know you're probably saying, act, why you talking all over this? Now this is a different camera angle. I can't really see the time, but you see people like moving and interacting here. I'm gonna see if I can get a time for y'all though. Okay. Okay. Now, this is some interesting shit where I'm gonna get the time, but you're gonna start seeing people run. There's gonna be like people like this. It's gonna seem a little frantic because look like people are either in a rush or something's going on immediately. Let's see when we see like all the running and shit. So you see one guy, he's running over here. I don't know why he's running. He's running down there. Okay. He runs in, blah, blah, blah. All right, bet. Now this is important. Keep in mind what time it is. It's 4:02. 4:02.
5 guys, no older than 30. They all got mothers. All their mothers got a son convicted of murder.
PM in Chirac. Okay. You see another guy kind of run there. All right. Yeah, we don't know who this is. I might find out a little bit later, but
yeah, they got a camera in the staircase. God damn.
He's booking it. Okay, I would have been out of breath, but I see you, my boy. Keep it going. It's another nigga. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, these niggas running like they never heard of FaceTime. Or actually, they might be just running for their blick. Who knows? But I know a Chirac nigga always got that on him. Come on now. All right, bet. So they running upstairs. Okay. Clearly, they're checking their phones. Something's going on. You see somebody here. Okay. Now this is 404 right here.
Yeah, this is officially a hood card.
Okay.
This Chevy, this Impala right here, that's the hood card.
404 right here.
You know you're in the hood, you see the Impala.
By the way, you're gonna see the car kind of move over here, or car left over there. Yeah, right there. Okay, cool. Okay, so cool. We got the vehicle. So basically, they must have got the drop. Yo, FBG Doug, he's lacking. He's talking shit. Yo, let's smoke on a pack. You know what I mean? Typical Chirac shit. This is another, like this is nothing too out of the ordinary type shit. Feel me? Okay, here we go. So cool. Remember, it's a black car or a darker colored car. And I think it's another car as well. So here we go. Oh, never mind. Here's the first car, or here's one of the cars, I believe. Cool. They're dipping out.
Yeah, they don't go on stolen cars. They use their own car.
And then this car, they're dipping out, right? Perfect. Now, you're going to see them later tracked, basically proving that they're following along the same path. They're driving behind each other. And you're going to see, look, first car hits that corner. I didn't even know. This is like, damn, this is how you know you can't fuck with the feds. Bro, I ain't even going to lie to you. Nigga, I've never seen street cameras this clear in my life.
Word.
Nigga, they cut niggas off like shit.
Right.
We gotta go smoke on
I was going to say
Get
that.
out of here, nigga. Yeah.
Look at the other car.
Yeah, and this other car coming too.
They about to get this drop.
Yeah, we gotta go smoke on a pack.
Get their car searched.
Yeah. Damn. Look, they got a license plate reader right here. So the license plate reader caught him right here. Here's my thing. How the hell the feds figured out all this shit, and local government and local law enforcement in Chicago have all these technology but can't solve one fucking crime? What the hell going on? Okay, here we go. All right, bet. Car going up. You're gonna see the other car shortly. Right there. So basically, they're just one car out. So one car here, and then there's a random car in the middle and another car. Look, you can see them here again. Damn. Yo, this is how Chicago looks? I've never been to Chicago. You know I've never been over there. Nigga, they got water?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Nigga, I be thinking it's a slums. Nigga, I be thinking that shit look like a nigga just hit that shit with a rocket launcher type shit. Nigga, this look good.
Nah,
Nigga,
just,
oh, they
that's
got a little
windy
scenery.
as hell over there.
So
man.
these niggas just rushing to go kill somebody. Okay.
Right, they're rushing.
Or maybe I'm just thinking of O Block. I'm thinking of desolate, crazy shit. Nah, this shit look beautiful right here. Damn, is it little boats over here?
Yeah, no,
Holy.
it's you get over there,
Like a nice
man.
little yacht.
And
Okay, I see what's
the
going
wrong
on.
weather is windy as
Okay,
hell.
damn. They're booking it. Is this one of the cars? Yeah. This is one. They're booking it.
That's the other one.
I think this is the other one. Booking it. Damn, the feds like got this shit down to a science.
Yo, look at this camera stuff.
Nigga, this is what you know, like, yo, if the feds really wanted to solve every crime they could, bro. Like, bro, look how clear this shit is. My nigga, this is no type of whack.
The way it works is it's not their job to solve, like, state crimes until, you know, they have reason to be involved. So it's supposed to be on the state to solve these crimes. You're right. The feds could probably solve all these crimes, but they don't have demand for that. That's why you have state and local police. It's supposed to be involved. But the only way the states can be involved to solve every crime, we will actually be in a police state where the government literally runs the country. So if you want these crimes solved, you gotta you have to thank you. You have to accept a government state. Okay, like federal government state.
These videos, you gotta remember, this video is probably shared a million times, repurposed a million times, seen in court, blah, blah, before we're getting this online. Nigga, look how fucking clear this goddamn video is, bro.
Definitely clear.
Is this the other one right here? I think. Is it?
Nah.
No. No. Oh, is this?
But yeah, it was it. That's the other.
Pause it.
Look at
Damn,
that.
they show these niggas. It says turning westbound on Chicago Ave from LSD. Yo, these niggas is good, bro.
There you go.
Look. So they about to hit a left. They about to turn westbound. So that could be a right turn. Now it look like they caught in traffic a little bit, right? Now this is the downtown area of Chicago. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, so they're back to back. When I first seen it,
by the way, keep in mind,
I didn't see the second car when I first seen it.
Did I lose my timestamps? I did lose my timestamps. This is about 20 minutes. Now here's the thing. So this is a store here, or one of the stores, and you're gonna see some commotion happening like outside of here. Look at this. You're gonna see some commotion happening like right out here. You see this? What's going on out here? Gotta break that bitch down, ain't it? Holy. Whoa, you see that?
Yeah, I think they're shooting them right now.
Right here. You see that? They're gonna fight, right?
Yeah, because
okay.
FBG
Keep in mind,
shooting back.
We got the timestamp back from this camera. So this is 4:26. Remember when we were looking at that other camera? It was like 4. So they got there in about 20 minutes. Like these niggas are like, man, fuck Fast and Furious, man. You know what I mean? Oh, Block and Furious. You feel me? Like these niggas was moving type shit, right? So, and by the way, it's supposed to take about like 20 to 30 minutes. They got there in 20 minutes, like record time. You know, they had to go smoke a pack that day.
Yeah.
Okay, then here's another angle.
They rushed out to kill this man, murder this man. Like he was like the, you know what I mean, an ambassador of a state. Like he pushed policies and all types. He was global warming or against global, whatever. Back like he was the man. We get him, we stop all types. Yeah, come. Oh, all right. Let me play it. All right, I didn't realize I stopped it. Okay.
Okay, wow. Nigga, I've never seen
Wow.
Nigga, I've never seen clearer footage in my life, nigga. Nigga, I could read even this license plate. Nah, what? P.
And they took this to trial.
007 is this DC, and it's without me even zooming in or nothing. God damn, this footage is fucking clear. So this is one of the car. Is that a Chrysler 300, by the way?
Yeah, it
Look
is.
like, right? And then this looks like, okay, that's the other car. What kind of car is this? It's not no Kia, is it? What is this? All right. Nah, this camera's good. Damn. You could tell these niggas ain't up to no good, bro. They're driving.
Look at this guy. Look at the turn he did.
Again, they know exactly where to go. Now you see them at certain intersections.
These guys are
They're going
speeding to
straight.
get there.
They're basically right behind each other. Like, this is an open and shut case. They just have to prove who got in the cars at O Block, who hopped out the cars to shoot, and yeah, it's over. So they're going. They're keeping it going. So this guy, one of them make a left turn. Let's see what the other person does. Oh, maybe the other one already made a turn. Wow, this is like some surreal footage. Ooh, is this a baddie? Hold on.
A baddie.
You know me. Is this a baddie right here?
Nah, ain't nothing.
Hold up. Gotta make sure you gotta, you know what I mean? We're doing our investigative work right now. We gotta make sure we cross our T's and dots our I's. Now, this is at 456 at O Block. At Parkway Gardens, as you see. Is this the car coming back? Oh, wow. It looked like this all happens in an hour. So this is them coming back. So this car comes back. Where's the other car? Here, ain't this the police car?
Yeah.
Chat, I swear this is a police car. This is the police car, ain't it? You see everybody starting to scatter? Yeah, it's a police car. Cop hops out. He locks his door back. Looked like he was just trying to get people to scatter type shit. Everybody's just walking away.
All these
5-0
goddamn
here.
criminals.
Right? He's going back out and probably.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. This is black society, man. We breed criminals.
We leave, right? Like, because number one, he's dolo in O Block. Here's the guys who probably hopped out the car and they're just walking back like nothing happened. Right? Ooh, you see some people running here. Damn. Yo, all things considered, man, like this is pretty good landscaping back here in O Block, yeah?
They got all their work.
Yeah, two guys are running.
That camera's shitty.
Now they hop up in some building. They're going to somewhere else. Now they're not running no more, but they're separating. One going that way, one going this way. Or kind of separating. Look like they're still walking the same general direction.
They got
So
another
remember the
camera
police
angle.
I was telling you
They
about?
got these guys' faces in the store, like hands down their face. Some of them faces like hands down.
The police is gonna leave. So the police pulled in. I don't know if they got a call or maybe they just try to, probably just one of those like, let's try to, break up anytime we see people loitering. So he just pulls up, act like he's about to hop out, closes his door back, everybody's scattering. He drives off. See some people kind of jumping around here. Now you're seeing people run. There's a bunch of running happening.
And you know what's crazy? It's 5 of them. So one of them gonna tell somebody that, 5 people. If one each tells somebody what they did, that's 5. That's 10 people that know something altogether. Man, if I was in some heinous crime like that, I'd be like, yo, nobody talk, man. Yeah, if you talk, tell on yourself. Like, don't mention my name. Ain't that crazy?
Y'all know what they're showing there. By the way, obviously for safety purpose, they didn't show like the actual murder happening. Is this when the other car comes back? Because I didn't see when the other car comes back.
Well, they definitely
Now one of the guys look like, I think this is one of the persons of interest. He walks down. Look like everybody's trying to act normal. And the rest is history. Wow. Wow. All right. So pretty.
All right. I'm gonna get to that cross-examination of that mom of the school shooting lady. Oh shit, I may do that. Ugh. Cross-examine that mom. State turn. I hope it's a state turn.
So you told us you've spent a lot of family time together.
Oh yeah, this is the state right now.
We did.
Now I'd like to talk to you about what your digital footprint shows.
Okay.
What the evidence on your phone shows.
Okay.
Now it's true, you agree with me that having horses is quite a time-consuming hobby.
It can be.
Okay. It was for you.
It can be.
And that's what you said yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
So you see how snobby she's being? It's like, yo, you can be snobby all you want. This don't look good. It's not a good look for you from the juror's perspective, jury.
And you were at the barn for between 3 and 5 times a week?
More like 3 times a week.
3 times a week
Yeah.
for a couple hours a trip?
Correct.
Okay. It's also an expensive hobby.
It is.
So your banking records show that in the year of 2021, you spent over $20,000 on the horses. Is that correct?
Probably.
Okay. And that's not including cash. That's just from Capital One and Flagstar Bank.
Correct.
In fact, you told a coworker that half of your salary basically goes to the horses.
I might have, yes.
Now, except on rare occasion, you didn't bring your son with you to the barn.
He was not into horses. I would ask every time I went to the barn, but he didn't want to go.
So the answer was no?
No.
Okay. And at least as far as your horses being boarded with Kira Pennock from June of 2021 to November of 2021, your son never went with you. Is that correct?
I think he went once when my in-laws were in town and we met them at the barn.
Okay. But there was nothing stopping you from taking him?
No, he just didn't want to go.
Okay, it's a family atmosphere.
It can be.
Okay, like the Halloween party that she had, that was for families.
Yeah, most of the kids there are young.
Okay. In the winters, you were on ski patrol as well.
Correct.
Okay. And that can be a bit of a time-consuming hobby.
It can be.
All right. And you would be on ski patrol between 1 and 2 times a week?
It's a total of 10 hours a week.
10 hours a week. Okay. So how many days?
I did doubles on Saturdays, so 1 day a week for me.
Okay. So you told this jury yesterday, you depicted your affair with Mr. Malash as a one time a week meetup at a Costco parking lot. Is that your testimony?
Correct.
Okay. But it wasn't just that, was it?
Nope.
Okay. In fact, there are numerous photographs sent to Mr. Malash.
Okay.
Yes or no?
I'm sure there was.
Okay. Numerous messages exchanged with him.
Correct.
And it wasn't just during the week, Monday through Friday, was it?
No.
No. In fact, that's what you said yesterday. But in fact, it included trips.
There were actual business trips that he met me on.
Okay. And included other individuals.
Yes.
What's Adult Friend Finder?
So where you can go on and meet people who meet certain tastes that you're looking for.
This is 429. And you had the app Adult Friend Finder on your phone.
I do not believe I had the app. on my
Okay.
phone.
It was found on your phone.
Okay, well, I guess it was on my phone.
Okay. And there were messages from you to other individuals.
Correct.
Your Honor, I would object that this is going outside of the scope of the affair with Brian, but...
I don't think the court's ruling on opening the door was confined to just her extramarital affair with Brian Walsh.
Well, I guess with regard to Mr. Malash, I determined that the defense opened the door. I don't know that I determined that the defense opened the door as to other relationships.
She depicted herself as having one extramarital affair for about a 6-month period of time, where she met with him 1 time a week. That was her testimony yesterday. We have evidence to the contrary, and I think it's important.
This is going to get exciting.
All right,
It is what it is.
All right, well, go ahead, but
I won't delve too far
okay, yeah,
into it, Judge.
Really, this jury has been here a long time, and
I respect their time, Judge. I'll be brief.
We might all blush.
So, Mrs. Crumbly, I'm sorry, this is not a laughing matter. Mrs. Crumbly, on Adult Friend Finder, we see messages from you in at least of August of 2021, August the 4th, 2021.
Okay.
Okay, and you don't dispute August the 10th of 2021,
No.
August the 11th of 2021,
No.
and more importantly, November 21st, 2021.
No.
Okay, and more important than that, November the 28th, 2021.
No.
Okay, you don't dispute that evidence was found on your phone.
I don't dispute it.
Okay, and you don't dispute that it wasn't just you and Mr. Malash meeting after work hours. It was with you and Mr. Malash arranging with other individuals to meet after work as well.
No, I only met with Brian during work hours. The times that we were at the hotel, I was on business. We did arrange for other people to meet us there.
So Sunday, November the 28th. You remember that day? It was the day after you took your son to the shooting range.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember that day?
No.
2 days before the high school attack?
No, I don't remember what I did that day.
Okay. Well, you were pretty specific in what you did on November the 27th with the firearm. You remember that?
Correct.
All right. Now, on November the 28th, 2021, you spent your time arranging a meetup with somebody on Adult Friend Finder.
I never met anybody on Adult Friend Finder that day.
Arranging a meetup.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just talking about the time that you spent physically with somebody. I'm talking about the time that you spent and devoted your energy to setting that up.
That's right.
And you'll agree with me, it's not just the time period at the Costco parking lot or the time period at the hotel or the time period on the trip, correct?
That's the only time I met with people.
Right. But that's not the only time that you devoted your own personal time and energy and focus to that, is it?
I guess I don't understand what you're asking.
Okay. Well, these meetups didn't just happen by themselves. You had to set them up.
Right.
Correct.
You weren't driven there. You weren't dropped off there. You set them up with somebody else.
Correct.
And that took your time and your energy and your focus to do so.
Right.
I don't believe it took too much time and energy, no.
Now, you told this jury that when your son texted you that he was seeing demons and bowls flying off the shelves. That was in the spring of 2021. You recall that evidence, right?
Correct.
You don't dispute that that was on your phone.
No.
And you don't dispute that at some point you read those messages.
No.
And you don't dispute that your son said at least one time, "Can you please text me back?"
Correct.
Okay. You don't dispute that when you're at the barn, your other messages show that you can take pictures, send pictures, and receive pictures.
Usually I'm at the barn. If I take pictures and I try to send them, they don't go through right away, or I won't send them until I hit a spot where I actually have service.
Yeah, sure.
So in Exhibit 423, the Facebook message chat between you and James, the chat that you deleted, there are a number of pictures that James sent to you from the barn.
The chat she deleted. Hold on.
Of a horse. Your other messages show that you can take pictures, send pictures, and receive pictures.
Usually I'm at the barn. If I take pictures and I try to send them, they don't go through right away, or I won't send them until I hit a spot where I actually have service.
So in Exhibit 423, the Facebook message chat between you and James, the chat that you deleted, there are a number of pictures that James sent to you from the barn of a horse in a conversation about that particular horse. Do you dispute that?
No.
Okay. And in fact, dozens and dozens of pictures of the like.
I'm sure, yes.
You're sure, okay. And those pictures were sent to you with a timestamp on that Facebook message chat.
Okay.
Do you dispute that?
No.
No. Okay. And then you responded in that same time frame. Do you dispute that?
No.
No. So that conversation with that picture that was taken at the barn was occurring while one of you were at the barn.
I'm sure it was.
Okay. Now, you don't deny that your son wrote in his journal that he asked his parents for help. You don't deny that evidence that was admitted?
No, I don't.
Okay. And you don't deny that he wrote in his journal that he now had access to the 6-hour 9mm handgun?
I do not deny that.
And you don't deny that the 6-hour 9mm handgun was in fact the murder weapon?
I don't deny that.
And you also don't deny that that gun was gifted by you and your husband to your son on November 26th?
Describe gifted.
How about when you posted on Instagram his new Christmas gift?
Correct. And I explained yesterday that it was for him to use at the shooting range. We didn't just hand him a gun.
Describe gifted. Yo, look out now. You remember the interrogation and the detective, how the woman with the mom with the fentanyl, she got defensive. Look how defensive she is. Like, yo, that comes off as you are, like, you want to fight. Like, listen, if you were innocent and you're being cross-examined, your image is everything right now to the jury. Are you fighting with the lawyer, the prosecution team? Are you fighting with them? That's not a favorable look for you. You want to be, this is the time, you're behaving like Karen, this is the time you need to be behaving like Becky.
As a here you go, son. It was something he could use when we went to the range as a family together.
You don't deny that in April of 2021, you described your son as being depressed?
I didn't describe him as being depressed. I noticed that he was acting depressed.
You used the word depressed?
Yes, he was acting sad. He was acting depressed.
Okay. And you know what?
So her son was charged for shooting up the school, and now she's being charged, I guess, or something going on with her. They're involved with her son shooting. Now, she wasn't there, but I think she's being held responsible as being like negligent or something like that.
What depressed means?
It means a lot of different things.
Well, to you, it meant depressed, and you wrote that.
Right.
Yeah, it says mom.
You don't deny in April of 2021.
Yeah, so this is, I believe this is her trial. Yeah, this is me. Yeah, this is her, Jennifer. Yeah, so she's being charged. I think being complicit, negligent, something like that.
It shows that your son told his only friend that he had asked you for help.
No, I don't deny that.
Okay. And you also don't deny that he told his only friend that you laughed at him.
I do not deny that.
Now, yesterday you told us that you took those messages in the spring of 2021, which, by the way, is at the same time you started your affair with Mr. Malash?
Around that time.
Okay. So in the spring of 2021, when you sent those messages, or when you received those messages, you indicated it was messing around.
It was.
It was messing around. In your mind, messing around. That's what your testimony was.
Yes.
Okay. Even when he said, can you please text me back?
I didn't see his text message, so I didn't text him back.
Even when your phone logs show missed calls?
Can you ask it again?
Even when your phone logs show missed calls from your son in that time period?
No.
Now, you said yesterday about these messing around texts. You agree with me that there's no indication in any text message, either between you and your son, or any Facebook message between you and your husband, in any of those exhibits, in fact, anywhere on your phone, that indicated that any of those messages were a joke?
No, there weren't.
There weren't. And we're talking about hundreds of messages between you and your son, and thousands of messages between you and your husband.
Correct.
And you don't deny that you never once took him to see a therapist or counselor?
No, I did not.
You did not. Now, you testified that, actually, Mr. Moss testified that you would meet during work hours, and we've established that it wasn't just confined to work hours, but we're permitted to leave as you please.
Correct.
Okay. And your boss actually testified that no problem if we needed time off.
Correct.
If you had a family issue, no problem, you can go.
Correct.
If you were sick, no problem, stay home.
Correct.
Okay? In fact, you could work from home on an as-needed basis.
Correct.
In fact, on November the 30th, you didn't even ask your boss if you could leave. You just told him you were leaving.
Correct.
And you...
All right, hold on. Let me just turn it down a little bit. So you go to sleep.
told him when you were coming back. And you told him when you were coming back after receiving a phone call from the school. In fact, on November the 30th, you didn't even ask your boss if you could leave. You just told him you were leaving.
Correct.
And you told him when you were coming back.
Correct.
And you told him when you were coming back after receiving a phone call from the school asking for an immediate meeting.
Correct.
Because that was at, what, 10:05 a.m.?
Around that.
Okay. Now, had you ever been called... You have the CD on, please, Mr. Williams. Had you ever been called...
It takes some time for all three of them.
Sure, Judge. I have a few more questions I can ask before we get to the exam.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever been called to the school on an immediate basis before?
No.
Have you ever been told that your son had suicidal ideation before?
I was never told he had suicidal ideation before.
Okay, that's your testimony. But you've never been called to the school once for a meeting, I need to see you now.
No.
Correct? Okay. So even before you would have made it to the school, you had told your boss when you were coming back.
Correct.
So you already put a limit on that meeting.
Not necessarily.
You said, I'll be back in about an hour.
Okay.
Right? That's your words.
About an hour.
Okay, those were your words.
Correct.
This is Exhibit 74. Do you see it?
No, she doesn't.
Oh.
It's not on here. That's... Yeah, it takes a minute.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. This was sent to you. So Sean Hopkins called you at 9:24 in the morning, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You called him back at 9:27.
Correct.
You got a 5-minute phone call.
Correct.
And then in that phone call, he texted you the picture with it was drawn out, and he emailed you this original picture.
Yeah, he texted me the modified one, and then later emailed me this one.
Later is at 9:32.
Yeah, like after I asked him for it.
You looked at it.
I did.
Okay. You told us yesterday you found it, I think your quote was, a little concerning. What struck you about this?
Originally, when I saw the modified one, I was kind of angry at my son because we just talked about his missing assignments in geometry and his E the night before. Then when I got this one and opened it, it was concerning. I honestly thought the guy on there was a poor drawing of Batman, the way the thing and the cat. I thought it was a cape. I didn't know.
You thought that was a cape?
I did. I didn't look at
what
that
did you
closely.
think of the gun?
I thought it was a gun.
Yeah. What about the fact that it is identical to the gun that you got him for Christmas a couple days before?
I mean, honestly, it looks like a gun to me. I didn't even notice.
Well, you took a picture of the gun. You posted it on Instagram. You know what it looks like.
I do, but I didn't analyze it.
You saw Sergeant.
I'm going to be cross-examining. I'm going to be cross-examining
identical.
Captain Deserve.
You told us yesterday how your son was a good drawer.
He's a very good drawer.
Okay. What about the thoughts won't stop, help me? Did that ring out to you?
Yes, that was what was concerning to me.
Blood everywhere, and there's a bullet. And actually, you were the one who bought the bullets on November the 27th.
Correct.
You later came to learn that those bullets were used in the shooting.
I did.
Okay. So you said yesterday it was a little concerning.
I got to turn up a little bit more. That's too low. I turned it down way too much.
Yeah, you told your husband emergency in all caps.
Correct. That's why I left to go to the school, and I texted him.
And he wrote back, "My God, WTF."
Correct.
And then you told him he was distraught about last night.
Correct.
Distraught's an intentional word you chose.
Correct.
Not sad. It's not a little anxious about school or his future. It's not talking about a video game. Distraught has a meaning.
Correct.
And you chose that word to send to him.
Correct.
So you went to that meeting, and this was November the 30th of 2021. And at that point, you'll agree with me that you knew prior to that day, the November 26th purchase date, that your son was wanting to get a 9mm. That's what you said yesterday.
Yes, I knew that they were talking about getting one because they had
Okay.
rented it in the past.
And you knew that he had shot one in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, and you knew that a 9mm is significantly more powerful than a 22.
I did not know that until I actually shot it.
Okay, well, your dad took your son with James to the shooting range when they visited in July of 2021.
Correct.
And they talked about how powerful the 9mm was because they rented one then.
Okay. I don't know.
Yes or no?
I don't know if I was part of that conversation, but if it was, it didn't register to me.
Didn't register. Okay. You knew at the November 30, 2021 date that your son's friend had been taken without notice to your son.
Correct.
You said, I'm sorry, incorrect or correct?
I said correct.
Correct. And you knew that when your son's friend was taken, your son was extremely upset.
He was upset, yes.
He didn't go to school for a few days.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Well, if the school records show that he was absent for a few days after that, would you deny that?
I wouldn't.
Okay. And would you deny that he missed school because he was so upset?
I don't know if he missed school because he was so upset or maybe he was sick. I don't know.
Now, you told us yesterday and you acknowledged that that individual, that child, was like a second son to you.
Correct.
So he was the only one that your son hung out with?
Outside of school, correct.
Okay. Well, who did he hang out with inside of school?
He named some names to me. I've never met them before, but he told me some group of kids that he sits and eats lunch with and he talks to in class.
Did he ever visit their houses?
No.
Did they ever visit your house?
No.
The only other peer to visit your house was this student who left the state around Halloween 2021.
At that time, correct.
We're talking about that time in October, in September, in at least August, July, June, May, all of
2021, correct.
2021, thank you. Now, he left on Halloween, and you knew that your son was planning to hang out with him on Halloween.
Yes.
Okay? But his friend didn't show. I had texted his friend's mom the day before trying to confirm if he was still coming over, and that's when we found out that he was driven to Wisconsin and taken to that school. Okay, so you're telling us you found out the day before Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay. But that didn't stop you and James from going to a Halloween party at the barn.
I don't believe it was on Halloween.
Oh, that's what Kira testified to.
It was the Friday before Halloween.
If there was a picture with a date stamp on it, would you deny it?
No.
Okay. And it didn't stop you from after you left that party without your son, you went to another Halloween party.
We did.
And your son was home alone at that point.
Party.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you talked to us a little bit about your son's hobbies in 2021. But in November of 2021, so we'll start with November the 1st, 2021, you know that those hobbies were non-existent. And I'll go one by one.
Okay.
So you told us about bowling.
Correct.
Bowling the team wasn't in session at that point in time, was it?
No, I think actually at that time he decided he didn't want to do bowling that year.
Okay, so he stopped bowling the sophomore year.
He did.
And it wouldn't have been bowling season anyway.
I guess not, no.
So one hobby you talked about yesterday, that was not in existence in November 2021.
Correct, but we did still go to the bowling alley with him.
Okay. And you said that he worked, but would you be surprised to learn that he only worked a few shifts post-COVID?
No, I'm not surprised at all.
Okay. So he wasn't at work every day?
No, he worked Tuesdays and Thursdays and sometimes Saturday mornings.
Okay. But not very often?
No, not very often.
A handful of shifts post-COVID, which of course, March 2020 is when things shut down.
He was working on a weekly basis.
And you knew that he didn't have any friends?
That's not the right way to put it. I knew he had friends, but no, he did not have many friends.
You had never met another peer his age who he refers to as a friend?
He actually had friends that used to come over prior to 2021 that he was still in contact with.
We went through defense exhibits yesterday from 2019 to 2020. I'm talking about 2021, at least from the time period where he sent you a message that he saw demons in the house.
Right. In 2021, the only friend that came to our house was the one that was
Right.
on the thing.
So you knew to be true in November of 2021 that he had no peer support.
I don't know what he had in school. He told me he had friends in school that he talks to.
Okay. You never met him?
No.
Okay. And he didn't have any clubs at school he was a part of?
No, not that year.
So you told us yesterday that your son wanted to design video games.
Correct.
Okay. He wasn't in a robotics club or a coding club at the high school.
He did take a coding class prior to 2021, and he was in a robotics after-school activity in middle school.
Talking about in 2021.
I'm just telling you, he's been in that before.
Yeah. Now, despite what you have called yourself as a vigilant parent and a helicopter mom, you never decided in at least November of 2021 to look at his phone.
No.
No. Okay. That's despite what happened in the spring of 2021, right?
What happened in the spring of 2021 did not concern me.
Okay. Now, the one thing that seemed consistent with your son, to you at least, is his desire to obtain a weapon. Is that right?
I wouldn't say that, no.
He had a consistent desire to obtain a weapon.
Not to me, he did not.
Okay. You didn't know about the 9mm?
Oh, I knew about it.
Okay. You didn't know about the 22s?
I knew about them.
And in fact, you posted on Instagram that he got himself a 22
Correct.
in June of 2021.
Correct.
And from that time up until the November 26, 21 purchase, he was wanting to get a 9mm.
I know him and my husband had discussed getting a 9mm. I'm not part of those conversations.
But you knew about it.
I knew, but not that he was so, however you described it.
I said he consistently had a desire to obtain a weapon.
I know they consistently talked about it, correct.
Okay. They didn't just talk about this is a gun, he talked about how he wanted the gun. You don't deny that.
Oh, no.
In November 26, you said you weren't there for the gun purchase.
No, it's not.
Okay. But are you telling us you didn't know it was going to happen?
I did not know they were going to the gun store that day, no.
Okay. But you knew that you were going to eventually get him a 9mm.
No, I did not know that.
Okay, so you're telling us that that was a surprise purchase to you?
It was a surprise to me that they went to the gun store that day.
Okay.
It was not surprising to me that they purchased a gun that day.
And it didn't upset you that they bought a gun?
No, it did not.
It upset you that they cut into your Christmas tree shopping time, but it didn't upset you that they bought a gun?
Correct.
Okay. And you told us that it was, in your words, James's responsibility to take care of that gun.
Correct.
Okay. Now, you don't deny that, at least according to the cell phone evidence, the photographic and video evidence, you're the last adult to have possession of that gun.
Correct.
Okay. You were with him at the range on November the 27th.
Correct.
You saw your son shoot the weapon.
Correct.
You saw him shoot the last practice round before the shooting on November 30th.
At the range?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
You saw how he stood.
Honestly, that didn't mean anything to me at that time until this whole case came about, and I've learned what a shooter's stance is. So,
He knew how to use the gun.
yes, he did.
Okay.
He's used one before.
In fact, he showed you how to use the gun.
Correct.
Okay. And the stance he took, you saw from the Oxford High School video, was the same. You saw that, right?
I don't know. I can't compare it. I don't know.
But you entrusted this responsibility. Will you agree with me that owning a firearm involves a great deal of responsibility and trust?
I do.
Okay. And you entrusted this responsibility to your husband, James?
I did.
If you look at Exhibit 423, that's the Facebook chat thread between you and your husband. It's pretty clear you didn't trust James with much. Would you agree or disagree?
Depends on what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, you didn't trust him to get out of bed on time.
Correct.
You didn't trust him to cut the grass when it was time to cut the grass.
He would cut the grass when it got to a length I didn't like. I didn't trust him.
You didn't trust him to update you on his whereabouts.
There's a reason behind that.
You didn't trust him to not turn off or turn on the Ring camera in your home.
Correct.
You didn't trust him to keep track of your son.
Oh, I trusted him to track my son.
In those messages that we'll see in Exhibit 423, asking him, where is your son, over and over and over again, does that signify trust or distrust to you?
That was when my son was walking home from school. Not that I did not trust my husband with my son.
Okay. And you didn't really trust your husband to hold down a job.
It's not that I didn't trust him to hold down the job. He had a hard time holding down one after COVID.
Okay. And in those messages, you are constantly asking him about work, how much money he's making, and what he's doing to obtain employment.
Correct.
Okay. But this is the person you entrusted with a deadly weapon.
Since he lost his job, then she started an affair. Wow.
Why did you buy the Patriot defense rounds?
Where are that's the ammo? That was the ones my son told me to purchase. I didn't know anything about it. I'd asked him, and he told me to purchase them.
So you told the jury yesterday, I think you repeated it again today, that the gift was for target shooting only.
Correct.
Okay. Yet you bought 100 rounds of ammunition.
Correct.
And you only shot 50 while you were there.
Correct.
Okay. And those 50, at least according to some statements you made throughout the investigation, you put somewhere.
The box of them, yes, I did. I hid them.
Now, on November the 27th, when you came home, you posted pictures of the gun and targets to your Instagram account.
Correct.
And then, according to the location data, your location data, you left.
I think that's when we went. Well, I don't know. I must have, yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't deny that.
I don't deny it.
And your husband James was gone all day, according to his location data.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And you saw in the evidence that in the picture you posted, there's an ATF pamphlet on handgun safety for children.
Correct.
Did you read that?
I looked it over, correct.
Now, on Exhibit 74 here, I want to get back to this meeting for now. Exhibit 74, you don't deny that you could have left work for the day.
No, I don't deny that.
Okay. And you don't deny that you didn't tell the school officials, Mr. Hopkins and EJAC, about the gun purchase on the 26th?
No, we had stated that we went to the shooting range. I went to the shooting range with my son on Saturday.
You didn't tell them that you had gotten him that Christmas gift?
I didn't think it was relevant, no.
You acknowledge that you never told Mr. Hopkins and EJAC that it wasn't just a friend, but it was the only peer that you had ever met that left.
I had probably said his best friend.
You acknowledge that you didn't go home to look for that firearm after the meeting at the school?
We wouldn't have a reason to.
So that the answer is that you acknowledge that?
No, I acknowledge that.
Okay. And you acknowledge that you had already made plans for the night to go to the barn?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you acknowledge that you had the time to stop at your house before you went back to work?
I would have, but I didn't have a reason to.
Now, you had told us that you had never taken your son to any sort of mental health professional.
No.
Okay. But you know how to obtain that help.
Correct.
In fact, you have prescriptions related to that.
I do.
So it's not that you didn't know who to call or how to call. You didn't.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Yesterday you talked a little bit about how you express emotion.
Correct.
And in fact, and then counsel asked you about your nerves when you testified. But you're capable of emotion.
Yes, I am.
Right? Okay. And in fact, you had some explosive emotional fights with your husband.
What we did.
And that was in the home that you shared.
Correct.
Okay. and with your son.
Correct.
We saw pictures of that home.
Correct.
And you told us that your son was at an age where he wouldn't text you back, I love you.
It wasn't a text me back, I love you. It's like in passing, like, hey Ethan, good night, I love you.
Well, yesterday you told us that your son was at the age where he wouldn't text you back, I love you. Those were your words yesterday.
Yeah, but more or less like just saying it in passing. He wouldn't say it back. I say good night, Ethan, love you, and he'd be good night.
Okay.
For him to text me that he loved me was abnormal.
Abnormal.
Correct.
Okay. But you didn't respond to that text until 44 minutes later?
No, I was in a meeting at work.
Okay. And if you go through your entire text message thread between you two, the word love pops up how many times do you think?
Between me and my son?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay. 3.
Okay.
The first is in reference to the game chess about a year before.
Okay.
And the other 2 times are right before your son committed this act and after the shooting when you responded. Does that surprise you?
No.
Robert, I would just ask if there could be a foundation for the dates of those texts, because I feel like we got just a few texts.
Okay, well, I think he did you specify the date?
I did, Judge.
Two of the times were before and after the shooting, and the other time was when?
About a year prior. I can pull the date if council would like it.
And I'm also wondering if what the data he's relying on is coming from Jennifer's phone, where she deletes all their texts, or if it's coming from the shooter's phone. Because the prosecution's asking questions, I just want to know the foundation.
Oh, sure. Let me clear that one up. It's from your son's phone, so all the messages would be contained there. You don't deny that information would be accurate.
No, I don't deny it.
Okay. Now,
what time period?
You told us that.
Well, she said he asked if the chess one was a year earlier, and the other 2 were close in time to the shooting.
The day of the shooting.
Yeah, I know.
I'm asking,
those have been admitted in evidence.
do we know?
Wait, what's the question?
Okay, but he's asking about the texts overall, which have not been admitted into evidence, and I don't know that the text chain has all the texts. There is no foundation that what Mr. Heese is looking at.
Judge, in cross-examination, if the
he's asked is that wrong? Would you argue with that? That's what he's asking. I mean, there are people.
I know she just doesn't know what.
Hold on, counsel can't testify.
Yeah, she can't testify. Well, there are people that end every conversation with love you.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like that.
Okay, so, and there are people who don't, right? So he is asking what's normal for them, and would she be surprised that how many times that appeared?
Yeah, I'm just asking. I get that, and I get that it's not common. I'm just asking.
So this is argument. Counsel can argue whatever she wants to.
Period of text this is from.
Well, you have redirect.
Okay, well, right. She doesn't know what he's even basing these questions on.
Okay, it is inappropriate for counsel to suggest to the court what she or does not know.
She can say I don't know, okay. Or she can also say I don't understand the question. She can say that too. Mrs. Crumley, if you don't understand the question, ask Mr. Peace to clarify it.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Judge. Now, yesterday, Mrs. Crumley, you talked about going to planning mode.
Yes.
Okay. And that was in reference to counsel asking you about emotions and how you express emotions.
Correct.
All right. So, I want to talk to you about your planning mode and your priorities from the time that you were arrested.
Okay.
Now, your phone calls were recorded from the time that you were arrested until now. Do you
Correct.
know that? You
yeah,
know that, right?
I knew that.
You know that, okay. And your priority on your first phone call, December the 4th of 2021, was on your... Do you deny that?
I don't deny it.
Do you deny that it wasn't until 10 days later and 14 calls later that you even mentioned your son?
I was...
Do you deny it or not?
I don't, but I was under the impression that I couldn't mention him because I could get flagged at the jail.
Well, you mentioned him in later conversations.
I did.
Okay. And in fact, in one, a year later, March 25th of 2023, you said he just needs to man up. Do you recall that?
I do not.
Okay. Do you deny that you said it?
It sounds like something I would say.
In December 2021, your concern was about a GoFundMe. Do you remember that?
No, I do not.
I'm going to play this for you. Ms. Williams, can you have the volume up, please?
Is this submitted as an exhibit?
This is impeachment, Judge.
Very nice.
Well, there's no, Jennifer, that's.
I just think like you know, that's for speaker base, but I know there's a lot of people that talk lawyer at the welfare of my horses. So, I mean, I'm throwing shit against the wall to see what's different.
What's that?
I'm just throwing shit against the wall to see what's
Oh,
different.
I know.
Okay, that was between you and your dad?
Correct.
Okay. And you asked him to set up a GoFundMe to pay for the board of your horses?
I did, yes.
You were concerned about other things related to yourself around that time, weren't you? Is
yeah.
this still planning mode?
I believe so.
Okay. And you were arrested December the 4th. This is going to be December the 22nd.
Okay.
Oh, I have a project for Mom.
Yeah, okay.
Can you have her Google how many calories are in a bologna sandwich with white bread?
How many calories in a bologna sandwich with white bread?
Yeah, American cheese.
And what with American cheese?
Yeah.
You get some mayonnaise on it?
No, just mustard. So there's nothing mustard. And then peanut butter and jelly on white bread.
And peanut butter and jelly white bread. Okay, so he's looking up bologna right now. Is that what your lunch and dinner is?
For the most part, yeah. And then the other stuff, my cereal now comes in an actual container.
American cheese, yeah, American cheese.
And an apple and a banana. Because they really they're carb loading me, and I want to make sure I stay at like 1,000 to 100 calories.
No, I know bananas 100 calories.
Is it okay? What about an apple?
Yeah. So the sandwich is 140 calories. Oh, 240.
Okay, I got 300, so that it doesn't take some 60 calories with it.
And then peanut butter jelly and white bread.
Yeah.
Still planning mode?
Well, I wasn't planning there, no.
Okay. Now we're talking about how you describe planning mode. You described that in context to statements you made to the police on November the 30th, 2021. Right? That's the context you used the words planning mode in relation to.
Correct.
Okay. So you told us that the last phone call on December 31st, that was still you in planning mode. I want to make sure we can accurate depiction of what that is. Now here's one from January 15th, 2022.
No, it's not an issue of that. It's an issue of, that bank seemed to be always, they had issues with their online stuff, and they had issues with, just all kinds of stuff. I don't know, how can they like bank with these people? It's like, so.
This is that child deposit thing.
The what?
Am I still going to get a deposit of $300? That child thing the government does?
I just got, because I lost access. For some reason, I'm not supposed to, I had access. Well, I had access basically to view only, and it's hard to see everything on there. And then also I lost access, and then it took me. I lost access like a couple days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is that still planning mode?
We were talking about filing my taxes if you played the whole thing.
You were asking about your child tax credit,
Correct.
if you're still going to get that $300.
My dad was doing my income taxes for me.
Now, when we started, we confirmed that you understood the oath that you just took.
Correct.
And the same oath you took yesterday.
Correct.
Okay. And you don't deny that you had $6,000 in cash in your purse the night you were arrested?
No.
You don't deny that your purse with the cash and 4 cell phones were in a plastic tote?
Correct.
You don't deny that that plastic tote was contained in a different plastic tote?
Correct.
You don't deny that your backpack with clothing items was found in a different plastic tote in a different area of that studio.
Correct.
Okay. And you don't deny that you knew you had been charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Correct.
In fact, as early as December the 1st, 2021 at 6:10 p.m., you were talking about how you were being charged with involuntary manslaughter.
That was what I was being told by a family that was texting me. That's what the charges might be announced as, correct?
Okay, and one is to Mr. Malash. There's a text to your cousin about you are being charged with involuntary manslaughter. You don't deny receiving that?
No, I don't.
That's Wednesday, December the 1st.
Correct.
Right? And you sent your neighbor a message on Wednesday the 1st of 2021, 6:55 p.m., that you were reading, they may charge us.
Correct.
Okay? And December the 2nd, 2021, you wrote, they're saying involuntary manslaughter.
Correct.
You don't deny that?
No.
And of course, you looked at different news articles about that the next day.
Yeah.
And later on that day. And then you texted, after all of these messages and news articles, on December the 2nd, 2021 at 2 p.m., we're fucked. You wrote that to Mr. Malash.
Correct.
Okay. And then you wrote announcing charges at noon on December the 3rd, 2021 at 8:17 a.m.
Correct.
And you wrote that to Mr. Malash, you wrote that to Kira, you wrote that to your dad, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you don't deny any of that?
No.
Okay. Now you told us yesterday that you popped 4 Xanax?
I did.
Okay. And your husband popped 4 Xanax?
Correct.
You said you went to bed about 11 o'clock.
It was around that time.
Okay. And the evidence that we have admitted show that you set your alarm for 6:30 a.m. and 6:45 a.m.
I don't know if it was me who set it, but it was set for that time.
Okay. And from the evidence, it shows when it was set too.
Correct.
Okay. And it was set a little after 11 p.m.
Okay, correct.
Yes? Okay. So, yesterday you said, I want to say it was after 11 about going to bed. I want to say it was after 11, maybe around 11 o'clock when we finally went to bed. We both, I prescribed Xanax for anxiety, and we each took 4 because we knew we were going to turn ourselves in the next day, and we hadn't slept in 4 days, and we just wanted to sleep. The question was, okay, so you each took 4? Your answer, we did. And the next question was, okay, so the next thing, the next piece of evidence we saw that was coming in that art studio, do you recall that? Your answer? I recall my husband screaming, "There's people with guns against interface officers." Question, what were you doing prior to hearing your husband screaming? Answer, we were sleeping. Question, okay, were you aware that there was anything going on? Answer, I was not.
Correct.
That's your testimony?
Correct.
Okay. And you know when you say something that isn't true, that's called a lie?
Correct.
Okay. This is going to be Exhibit 430. Council does have a copy.
Is it
The entire thread.
perfect? No
There you
objection. Oh, thank you.
Judge, does the court have a copy?
Is this today's?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Any objection?
No.
Okay.
Mrs. Crumbly, you knew the police were there.
430 is admitted.
Thank you, Judge.
Not until I woke up, no.
Not until you woke up.
Correct.
Okay. Now, we heard testimony yesterday, or throughout the trial, that 911 was called at 10:43 p.m. You recall that?
Yeah, I saw in the video, correct.
Okay, and on the video, the first officers arrived before 11 p.m.
Correct.
Okay. And either you or your husband, we couldn't tell from the video, but you tell me, is it you or your husband out there smoking?
That was my husband.
Okay. So your husband walks in shortly after the 911 caller walks in the building to call 911.
Correct.
That was on the video.
Correct.
Okay. And officers arrive. And then we've heard testimony from Mr. Kirtley, who had a studio there. We heard testimony from Sergeant Hendrick, who was in the fugitive apprehension team, as well as Corporal Shaw with the Detroit Police SWAT team, about the amount of officers there.
Correct.
You recall that?
I do.
And you recall hearing the testimony that Corporal Shaw's team, their SWAT team, they actually used a 35-pound steel ram to bash in a door at the studio next to where you were at. You recall that testimony?
I do.
Okay. And your testimony was that you were asleep when the officers arrived.
Yes, I was.
Okay. But you had an alarm set for 6:30 in the morning on your phone, and that phone was found powered off, hidden in a tote, contained in a different tote, in a place away from the bed.
Correct.
You don't deny that?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
And there are certain messages in 430. I'm going to go through them with you. This is actually to your attorneys. At the time, you had 2 attorneys. Marielle, this is Jennifer's phone. James and Jennifer are using Jennifer's phone now. That's it. December the 3rd, 2021, 6:04 p.m. Did you recall that?
I don't, but I don't deny it.
Okay, you don't deny.
No.
Okay. Your next message, the other phone broke. That's December the 3rd, 2021 at 6:04 p.m. The response was, when you can, we would like for you to call us. That was from either Ms. Smith or, at the time, co-counsel Marielle Lehman.
Correct.
Your response, I'm sorry, this is from Marielle. Thank you. Shannon is calling you both shortly. Okay. At the top it says to and from. I'll make sure I identify for the record. From Shannon, Marielle and I are going to come get you guys in the morning. We do not think it will help to make a statement that you're coming back now or that it will be tomorrow a.m. We can say that we told everyone you were coming back, and as of tomorrow a.m., you are back. That's Friday, December 3rd, 2021, 7:02 p.m.
Correct.
Right? Okay. So that's after James had already moved the car around and backed into that parking spot.
I believe so.
All right. From Shannon, we can show them that everything we said was going to happen did happen. That's Friday, December 3rd, 2021 at 7:02 p.m. Right?
Right.
Your response, okay, that's at 7:03 p.m. From Shannon, I'm going to drive home from my office right now and call you guys in about 40 to 45 minutes so I can get all the bond factor information written down for Marielle and me. That's Friday, December 3rd at 7:36 p.m.
Correct.
Okay? Your response, okay, we'll be waiting, 7:37 p.m. Shannon, I'm going to call in 1 minute. That's at 8:54 p.m. that Friday night. Your response was okay. You recall?
I don't, but I don't deny it.
But you don't dispute the records.
Correct.
The next message you send was, think we might have found, don't know, just heads up, please check. December the 3rd, 2021, 11:14 p.m.
That was written, but I do not believe it was written by me.
Okay, you don't remember. Well, you told us you don't remember any of these text messages. You just
Right.
specifically
I
don't remember this one?
read through it, but
You don't deny that this was on your phone, what we refer to as the burner or track phone.
correct. We
You
were
don't
both
deny that.
using that phone at the time because my husband's broke.
Okay. And then you wrote in quick succession, don't know, 11:16 p.m. We might have been found, 11:16 p.m. Laying low, 11:16 p.m. You don't deny that these are the records?
No, I don't.
Okay. Response from Shannon, oh shit. Friday, December 3rd, 2021, 11:16 p.m. Now we know from all of the objective evidence, the testimony, the video, everything that the officers testified to, they were on scene before 11 p.m. You don't deny that?
No, I don't.
You don't deny that there were hundreds of officers on scene?
I don't know how many were on scene.
Okay. How many did you see when you got pulled out of the art studio?
Honestly, I don't know. It all happened so fast. I knew there was more. There was a few. There was more than a few, but not
You saw the body
hundreds.
camera footage?
Right.
Okay. I do want to make a point so everyone's aware. This exhibit was just made admissible this morning.
Correct.
Okay. So we actually just received it this morning, and when you testified yesterday, you didn't know this exhibit was going to come into evidence.
Correct.
Okay. I want to talk to you now about the night before the shoot.
Okay.
November the 29th, 2021. You had testified that you got into a fight about grades with your son.
Correct.
Okay. Is that because you checked Power School?
Yes.
Okay. During that fight, did you lock your son out of the house?
Did not.
You don't deny that he was outside of the house?
He did. He did walk out of the house. He was upset.
Okay. You told us that you took his phone.
We did.
That's not true, is it?
It is true.
On
We took
November the 29th, 2021, your son filmed a 19-minute video while he was outside describing what he was going to do the next day.
What time was that taken?
10 o'clock.
I don't know if he got it back. I know we took the shooting range away and we took his gun away, so I don't know if he got it back.
Okay. Now, all of the times that you were at the barn, there was nothing stopping you other than you told us he didn't want to go, right?
Correct.
There's nothing stopping you on November the 30th, 2021 from taking him home.
Correct.
Nothing stopping you. You know, actually, I want to go back to what you just said. You took his gun away.
We took the shooting range away.
You said you took his gun away.
No, I said we took the shooting range away.
Your son could have been with you those 3, 4, 5 times a week when you were at the bar.
He could have, yes.
Your son could have been with you on those times when you were with either Mr. Malash or somebody else.
No.
In the weeknights, he could have been with you after school, after work.
I wasn't with Mr. Malash at those times.
Okay, the other individuals then.
I wasn't with them either at those times.
According to the
I
friend finder,
might have messaged people at those times, but I was not with anybody at those times.
he could have been with you on the Halloween party.
He did not want to go. It was a bunch of little kids.
And on November the 30th of 2021 at 12:51 p.m., you could have been with him.
I could have, yes.
And you didn't.
Nope.
Nothing further.
Regret.
Thank you. Mrs. Crumbly, I just have two areas of questions for you. Mr. Keys played some recordings. Who were you on the phone with in those recordings?
And my dad.
Okay, so you asked a couple of questions about calories, and then what was the other one?
The child tax credit.
Okay. How often did you speak with your dad?
During the summer, it was every day. They went back to work. It was just on the weekends. They're both teachers.
And how many hours a day do you spend with other people?
Sometimes it's none. Sometimes it's when they walk by my cell, I'll talk to them. But I'm locked down 23 hours a day. I get 1 hour out by myself. I talk to my clergy lady legally, so I see her. Sometimes I talk to the church priest, or I'll talk to my attorney. But it's about the most human contact I get.
So I guess one of my questions is, when you do talk to people, you talk about, are there more conversations than just those?
Right, there are.
Okay. And then that night on December 3rd, going into the 4th, after 11, there was one phone being used, is that right?
Correct.
Whose phone was being used?
It was my burner phone.
Who was using the phone?
My husband was using the phone.
Okay, were you also using it?
No, I was using my other phone. So he started using my burner phone. I used the one with our regular phone number to do anything on.
Okay, so these messages are from the burner phone.
Correct.
To myself and Mario.
Correct.
So the ones after 11 o'clock, so at 11:17 or whenever these texts came in, what were you doing?
When I saw the video of my husband going to the car and having a cigarette, I knew I was probably sleeping at that time, because I did not like us not being together after what happened to us on the 30th when the police came to our house. So if he went out to have a cigarette, without me, it was most likely because I was asleep.
Okay, when guns were in your face and we saw that on the video, before that, had you been asleep?
Yes.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
I'm positive.
Okay, I have no further questions. Thank you.
I'm going to excuse you for about 10 minutes, and we'll see where we're headed. Okay?
All rise for the jury.
can rejoin your attorney. Okay, so tell me what's happening now.
Can I have just a moment with my client? Sure. Your Honor, at this time the defense rests and we're ready for closings.
Great.
We are not at this point. We would need at least a 30-minute. Counsel said she had 2 other witnesses today, but we can be ready in 30 minutes.
It was Mrs. Crumley's parents. Those were very short witnesses, so.
Well, that's fine, but
I wouldn't know how long they are. I'm just.
Okay.
She said there were 2 more other witnesses.
I don't have an objection to them having 30 minutes. I'm just saying we're ready to go to closing, which is good news.
I'm not surprised because she was planning on resting, but she didn't tell us that, which is fine. But her client just testified to some things that we really do want to incorporate into our closing. So.
Okay, well, that raises a couple of questions. One, okay, so you rest. Are you calling anyone in your level?
that's what I want to speak with the prosecutor about.
One moment. Hold on.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is a lot.
Okay, well, do you guys want to bring to this?
If
yes,
we could,
okay, so they have a right to rebuttal, so I'm going to.
Okay, things are changing a lot, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to allow them to have that discussion.
Okay.
But as I indicated yesterday, I think that we've been back and forth on jury instructions, and I submitted to you, I don't know, about 5 days before the trial, what I believe would be the final instructions after consultation with you. And there might be some fill-ins, there might be some things, so I need to know what those are. I make the attorneys sign in law that they agree to them before closing, so.
Your Honor, just so I can make sure I have the absolutely most updated copy, Ashley, would you email it to me? Okay,
yeah, we can email it to you a week and a half ago, but
I have
it.
so many files. I just want to make sure that I'm looking at the right one. And I think I think we're actually good on those. So
I thought before we started we agreed upon the instructions. I recall that.
Oh, we
first
did,
day.
but you know sometimes.
I just need to double check we pull out like defendant not testifying,
right?
Like the simple things.
So, yeah, some small things can change. Okay, so did you get it? Do you want to get back to me shortly and let me know if you're going to have rebuttal?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because that will determine what we do next and when we do it.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Ron.
All right.
All right.